Hey guys, here's the Hatsune Miku Project Diva F gameplay video I was telling you that I would get up. Let's get right into it. I'll show off the features of the game here, play a couple of songs for you, kind of show you what Hatsune Miku is all about, for better or worse. I have now platinumed the game. I was able to do that pretty quickly actually. The platinum was not really too hard, but I'm a pretty decent level, rhythm game player. So it wasn't too bad for me. It might be tougher for some of you out there who are not great at rhythm games. Skip through this here. So that is it, Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. We'll find out soon, but possibly one of the better selling PlayStation Vita games of all time so far. We'll actually hear back on that tomorrow to see how well it did. But judging from initial impressions, it seems like it actually did really well. So I've loaded my save up here. You'll see that the loading screens there are very colorful, and there are actually a ton of them. Maybe something like 150 different loading screens that you can access. So here's the main menu here. I'll get in and show you a song first. I'll show you what the game is all about, so you can get a feel for that if you're not sure. So we're going to free play here, which is essentially the main mode of the game, and you'll see a big list of songs here. This is every song in the game here. I believe there are 31 songs here, and then there are a few extra that you can play in AR mode. So you see it's separated into easy, normal, hard, and extreme. I have at this point cleared at least a standard clear on every song, on every mode in the game. So there you go. To show off the game a little bit, I'll play a song for you on extreme here. But you'll see over here, this is how I cleared it. This is how hard the song is based in stars. They're up to 10 stars. You can see my high score here, how many times I've cleared it here. If you press triangle, you can get a little sample of the song itself. So it kind of plays a standard background song here, but you can check it out and see what each song is like there. So let's go ahead and pick a song here. First, why don't we go with Tengaku. So pick the song here. You have a choice of modules here. I'll show you what that means. Module is essentially their word for costume, which you can unlock during the game. I'm really into the rhythm portion of the game myself. This costume stuff is not really my cup of tea, but some of you out there might really enjoy it, so I'll show it off real quick. As you play through the game, you essentially unlock different costumes. And so then you can put those costumes on your characters during whichever song you want to play. The cool thing about this is the graphics during the songs are really good. They're actually quite good. So the fact that you can actually change the costumes on the characters is really cool. I mean, they're almost CG quality. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, so these are all the costumes I have. I've unlocked all of the costumes in the game here. And so you'll see that you can change costumes here. So they have all different kinds of themes. So you've got like a yukata, you've got like swimming suits and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but yeah, you've got like standard clothing. So let's just pick like this one, for example. And we'll head back out of here. So anyway, that's where you pick your module there, essentially your costume. I never mess with it really unless I'm just bored, but there it is. The middle option here is to just watch the song. These songs are set up like what they call PVs in Japan, aka music videos. So each song has a music video playing in the background, so if you're into that, you can just watch it. But of course, we're here to play. I will warn you, at the moment, I'm not sitting in the best position here. In order to get the Vita stabilized here, I think that'll make the viewing experience a lot better for you guys, but it's not the best for me, so we'll see if I can actually play the song very well or not. So that's the song loading time, something about 20 seconds. Once you've loaded a song, you can play it as many times as you want before you have to load again. So that's not too bad. Near the end of the game, basically you're playing songs over and over and over in order to clear them. From here you can choose your rhythm items. You have items here at the top that will help things make things easier for you, so that you miss less or so that certain things are easier. And you have challenge items, 4 at the bottom here, that will get you extra points. It will net you extra points. You get things called Diva points for playing songs, and you use those to unlock tons and tons of different things in the game. So I was basically playing with this cool master through a lot of the game. And that essentially makes it so that every note except for the absolute best note you can get hurts you. So instead of like cool and great and the normal notes, being okay and maybe helping you. Only cool will help you. Everything else will hurt you. So it makes it a little tougher. But like I said, I'm pretty good at rhythm games, so I was able to get a lot of points doing that. Let's go ahead and jump in. So here we go. So like I said, it's set up like a music video, so you'll see that here. These star notes are flicks on the screen, which might seem really annoying, but they're actually kind of cool. Alright, I'm getting used to this position here, but I got it. So you'll see the notes obviously are the buttons on the face of the controller. When you have this one, you have to press it double on both sides of the controller. So in typical Japanese fashion, you've got like the words at the bottom of the screen. Some people are really into the music video aspects. But like I said, if you look, I mean, they look really pretty, and it's not actually CG, so... So you've got your bar at the bottom here. This is how you're doing. You have to get above at least this part here where my finger's kind of pointing to clear the song. These notes are kind of hard without my hands around the Vita here. So this is kind of a separate part of the song where you're trying to build up that star in the bottom left. And you have to hit up enough notes to do it. So I hit it, it's rainbow now, and then you make sure you hit it there. That's actually worth 5% of the total song score, so it's very important. That awful feeling when you screw up the last note of the song. But anyway, there's a song for you. Again, hands in a pretty awkward position there, so hard to play very well. Let's take you back out, though, and show some of the other features of the game here. So there you go. You kind of get your score layout. So I barely passed the 80% mark, so I get a standard. You get another mark at 90, another mark at 95, and then perfect is 100. So your score breaks out like that. So between my cool and fine notes, I was able to pull down 53.8 and 26.3%. Chance time I passed, like I said, that was 5% of the song. There are also two parts called technical bonuses in each song. Those are worth 3% each. And I missed both of those. You have to full combo through those technical bonus zones. So you get 11% of your total score from chance time and technical bonus, and the other 89% through hitting cool or fine. Any safe, sad, or worst detracts from that. So there you go. From here I can check out a graph that kind of shows me how I did over the entire course of the song, where I ended up again in that standard zone. Didn't quite make it to great, definitely not up to excellent, and not perfect, but you can see how that works. You can retry it directly from here, and of course go back from here. You can also see the Diva points. I got 11,900 from that, which is pretty much crap, because I played crap, but there you go. go back here. I'll show you some other things in the game real quick, and then I'll play another song for you. So that takes you back out. So if you're a rhythm game fan, obviously what you just saw, if you like it, that's essentially how the game works. That's what it is. I like it a lot. I can see some of you out there going, "What the hell did he just play?" And on top of that, I'm gonna dig a further abyss here and show you some of the other features in the game that will probably creep the hell out of some of you. Let's go to the Diva room real quick. And again, really cool artwork here. So we're in the Diva room, so this is Miku's room, for example. So you can see in the background, these are kind of presents that I've given her, things that I've put in her room here. She just kind of hangs out, plays on her laptop, whatever. Cool. I don't really care too much about this stuff again, but you can come in here, you can play games with her and stuff like that. But through the room, you can access a few really useful things. If you go to your gadgets here, you have like an alarm clock and a timer. Those are pretty much useless. You have a jukebox, though, so you can listen to any of your songs in the game. If you want to just listen to the song itself. From here you can also watch the videos. But the cool thing here, I think, is the visual library here. And these are those loading screens. As you get the loading screens, they come up randomly during loading sequences. You actually unlock them in here. So you can see here I've got all of the CG here, essentially. And like I said, there are a ton. There's definitely over 100. And so you can come in here and view them, and that's cool enough. I mean, it's nice to have that kind of visual library and stuff. But the thing I really like about this is, let's say I really like this picture. They do let you screenshot in here. So I can screenshot that and then use that as various Vita wallpaper or lock screen wallpaper, which is awesome. They didn't lock this art out from you. So I can actually take any of the art in here and use it at my own will, on my Vita. I could even throw it into Paint Park if I wanted to and mess with it. So that's pretty cool. The art style varies completely. Some of it's cutesy, some of it's funny, and some of it's really seriously drawn stuff. So you kind of have like chibi characters like this, kind of silly stuff like this. But then yeah, you've got like actual art scenes and stuff like that. So big variety in the pictures here. Anyway, that's the visual library, which I think is pretty cool. And again, you get random ones. You can actually set which ones you want to use for your loading screen. If you're really into that, you only want to see a certain few pieces during your loading screen, or even only one. You can actually set that. I just have it on full random right now. That's pretty much it for the rooms. What you can do in here, obviously you can visit all the other characters' rooms. So let's say I want to go to Luca's room here, with some risque loading paper here. So yeah, here's Mako. So essentially what you do in here is you can give them presents with stuff that you buy with Diva points. So for example, here's some vegetable juice. So she opens it. I'm okay with that. It's kind of the vibe I'm feeling from her there. Some of the items that are special have different animations, so you can actually see her drinking different juice and stuff. Again, this is not really my thing. It probably won't be the thing of a lot of you watching this, but that's Miku. I mean, that's kind of how the game is. You're kind of raising how much your affection for these characters through here. It's been on Miku games since the beginning, and that's just kind of that aspect of the game. The Japanese really enjoy that. That's something that they really look forward to. I'm just bored to tears by it, so I am more into the rhythm game, but thankfully the rhythm game is quite fun. From here you've got the shop where you can actually spend your Diva points on different things. As you unlock them through songs, you can buy new modules, again, which are the costumes. You can buy, different headbands and different things like that, room items and present items to give to the characters. So that all ties back into that room mode. You have edit mode, which is something I haven't messed around with much, so I won't really get into it, but this is pretty cool. You can actually take your own MP3s and make songs out of them. So essentially you become a director. And yes, you can take your own songs and do this. It's pretty involved, because obviously making an entire song is not that easy. But you can select your characters, camera angles, exactly when the notes show up. So you can make your own songs, and you can share them on the PlayStation Network and download other people's songs. So that's pretty cool. Haven't messed with it too much yet, but yeah, I want to get some of my own songs in here and try it out just to see how it works. There's an AR mode in here, which maybe I'll show off in another video, but you have an AR marker and you can get, Miku dancing around in your room while singing songs. This is online mode. This shows your records. So I can go in here and see like my overall records here. You'll see I've played for 23 hours. Total amount of Diva points I've gotten. The number of room presents I had to give out to get the medals. Or the trophies, because I'm not into that personally. Yeah, this says rhythm game clear percentage is 100%. I thought I failed some songs, but maybe not. Anyway, and this is how much I've collected in the game. So I've got 100% of the room, the items that you set in the rooms. Customization items, it looks like I'm only missing 1 or 2. I'm 98%, 100 and everything else, except for the titles, 63%. Titles are unlocked by doing lots of different things, including like perfecting extreme songs and stuff. So I haven't gotten all of those, but I have 63%, which is pretty good. Anyway, so you can view your various records in here. These are the titles I was talking about. So you can go through and see if you have a title, how you achieved it. It tells you down here. And if you haven't, there's just question marks. So obviously I'm still missing out on about a third of those. There you go. One thing that's not in the game that I really wish was here is you have no way of directly comparing your scores with other players. I wish when you selected a song it would just show your PSN friends and who had the top score. Seems to be a pretty standard feature for music games nowadays, but you can't do that. You can send your profiles to each other and check each other's scores from there, but you can only do that locally, which is really lame. I really wish you could get on the network and do that. Exchange your profiles there. Anyway, that's pretty much the extent of Hatsune Miku. Yeah, it's not a game for everyone. That is definitely for sure. But if you like rhythm games, you'd probably be into this. It's very skill-based and very addicting once you get into it. Again, there are a lot of room features and different things like that that maybe not everyone would be into. Personally, like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of that stuff, but the music game itself here is very solid, and it keeps me coming back to try and perfect these songs. I've been working through hard a little bit, going for perfects. I think I'm up to 6 or so now. See a couple there, and then I've got a bunch at the top here. So yeah, I think that'll be the next thing that I work on here, is going through these and trying to perfect them, unlocking some of the titles. Because as I said, once you get going, if you play a song with 500 notes and you barely miss one of them, it's really annoying, but it keeps pushing you. You think, well, I can do this, and you keep playing for more. Speaking on the music itself, there is a wide variety of music on here. Everything from kind of rock type stuff to total anime type stuff, to kind of happy, fun stuff, to actually more serious stuff. So overall, I really like the soundtrack on here. I'm not a big Vocaloid fan itself, but I like the music, so I can kind of get past the Vocaloid. And on a lot of the songs, in my opinion, the Vocaloid vocals aren't too disturbing. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my overview of Hatsune Miku here for the Vita. Why don't I play one more song for you here to take you out. Let's play Black Rock Shooter, and to do this I will unstabilize my Vita a little bit because I will try to play it successfully this time. So sorry about that, but the Vita will be moving around a bit now. But there you go. Alright, and again, you can mess with modules and items and stuff, but I'm just here to play, so let's play it. Barely. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad. There you go, there's Blackrock Shooter. So you can see I did get above that 90% threshold there. So if you take a look at this one, the chance time, I nailed it barely at the end there, so I get 5%. I hit both technical zones, meaning I didn't miss any of the combo during those zones, but I did end up screwing up a lot. So safe, sad, and worse here added together is crap. But yeah, I ended up with a 93.1. So I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not very good. But that's pretty much how it works. That's how scoring works in the game. So pretty much you're shooting to get up to kind of max combos. I'll go ahead and show you one more just to show you a really difficult song, which I'll probably fail, and that's okay. But just so you can see what that's kind of like. I'll go with this one. So this is one of the two hardest songs in the game. Negapoji, it's pretty tough. But I'll give it a shot. I have passed it. Check out that line at the bottom. I probably missed it by about 1%. But anyway, that's Negapoji. So I did miss everything possible to miss there. I missed both technical bonuses and I missed chance time. One of those technical bonuses is really easy to hit. I just screwed it up. But you'll see there, yeah, I got a 79.8. So if I had hit one more note, I would have passed. them's the breaks. But that's kind of the addiction of the game, you know. If you hit like that, you want to end up going back and playing it more and more, and eventually passing the 80% line, passing the 90% line, the 95% line, and then going for the perfect. Essentially, that's what makes Hatsune Miku, to me, a fun game and a fun music game, is that it's very addictive. It's easy to just want to keep playing one more, and I really like that kind of game. So there you go, that's Hatsune Miku. Let's not leave her so sad there. That's Hatsune Miku for the PlayStation Vita. Again, hopefully doing pretty well, but it's definitely pretty hot here in Japan. So that's it for that. Again, I might do an AR video and maybe show off some of the other harder songs in the game if people are interested. So go ahead and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.